If you want to prevent yourself from getting hurt, you must set these 6 boundaries with your man early in dating.
Welcome back to Relate Right.
I'm Elle.
And I'm Fab.
And here at Relate Right, we're all about relationships and helping you connect better with each other.
Don't do too much for him. I know it's really hard when you like someone because you just want to show them that you really care. However, if you don't see yourself doing some things for the rest of your life, don't do it now. When you do some things for a man early in a relationship constantly, be sure that you are setting an expectation to him that is something that you like to do, something that is easy for you, and he can expect as an ongoing task that you will do for him. For example, if you're cooking for him and he only takes you out to eat, later on in the relationship you will be the one to cook every day. If you don't, he will associate it with neglect and that you stop caring for him. This will impact the success of your relationship later on.
Maintain independence in communication. Texting all day, every day at the start of a relationship is second nature, but avoid constantly initiating contact with him and being overly available. If you're overly available and always messaging him, you can scare him off. He can also associate this with neediness. Ensure that you're reciprocating communication, but not always taking the lead. If you're always taking the lead, it can make him lazy to work for your attention. Men like easy, but they don't respect it. Men respect a challenge. If he really likes you, trust me, he will initiate contact. Setting the expectation early on that you value your personal time and space can prevent future misunderstandings about boundaries.
Respect your time and schedule. When you like someone, you just want to spend every moment with them, especially at the beginning. But don't rearrange your plan or cancel commitment too frequently for him. Don't keep your free time reserved just in case he asks you to hang out. If you do this, you will be disappointed or hungry if he hasn't done what you've imagined. Show him that you have other priorities and responsibilities outside of the relationship. Setting boundaries around your time. Communicate that you are expecting mutual respect, consideration, and that you are an independent woman who doesn't need him but want him.
How long will you date him before commitment? If you're looking for a serious commitment, you need to voice that early on. You need to set the boundary with yourself. How much time can you give before becoming too attached where it's too difficult to stop the connection? A lot of the time, a connection can feel so good, and he can make you feel very special like you've never even felt before. But he can still leave you feeling confused. Maybe you don't want to be alone, or maybe you've been hurt in the past, so you're deciding, I'll just go with the flow. But don't do that for too long. Men need to hear the expectations that you have of them. Don't assume he's going to bring it up all on his own. The true test to see if a man really cares or likes you is not if he changes behavior on his own accord, but it's if he changes his behavior based on the conversation that you had with him. Don't waste your time. Some men can like you and keep you hanging around because it's comfortable and the connection is convenient. Set the boundaries around commitment early so you can avoid misunderstandings and heartbreak later on.
Physical intimacy boundaries. Avoid rushing into a physical intimacy before you're ready. A man who respects women not gonna judge you whether you are intimate at the first date or later. If you are waiting to be intimate until the relationship becomes exclusive, he will respect your choice if he respects you. If this is the case, avoid going to his house. Make sure to always go to date outside because the temptation may be too strong for both of you. Also, if he have to wait a little while before to be intimate with you, when you decide to do it, it will increase his closeness to you.
On the other hand, if you're already intimate during the dating stage and something comes up that you're not comfortable with or open to, you need to let him know as it's happening. You don't need to especially announce the things that you don't like, but as they happen organically, you need to put a stop to it respectfully. If he genuinely likes you, he will respect your boundaries around intimacy. If he isn't willing to accommodate, he's either just looking for fun or this really isn't the relationship for you. Anyone who makes you feel uncomfortable is not for you. Remember that physical touch is the key to building intimacy in a relationship, even outside of sex. But if you have a non-negotiable, you need to clearly communicate those boundaries. Setting boundaries around physical contact ensures your comfort and consent are prioritized in the relationship. Establish boundaries around dating other people. Have a conversation around his expectations when it comes to dating other people while you're getting to know each other. If you're a woman who wants to continue dating other people and keep your options open, you must be okay with him wanting to do the same. If this is the case, avoid dating too many men, as it can become difficult to really get to know them and assess your compatibility with them. I know a lot of us don't believe that the perfect man exists because we've been hurt before. But avoid trying to build the perfect man using multiple men. For example, one is rich, one is funny, one is handsome, one is good in bed. Sounds pretty great, right? But it's a lot to manage. And if physical intimacy is involved, it can cause a lot of confusion. Sharing your energy with too many people can leave you exhausted and confused. This will do more damage than good if you're looking for a dynamic man to settle down with.
If you believe in exclusivity during dating, you need to let him know. Like that, there will be no confusion on where you both stand later on. Talk about what is acceptable and what isn't. For example, is going on date and not being intimate acceptable? Or is dating anyone else completely out of the picture? If you cannot agree on the way forward, it is a sign that this connection is not for you. And you will be able to invest on someone who is willing to get to know you as much as you're willing to know them.
Remember, people grow up differently. They're raised differently and they have differing viewpoints. You might think that a man should just know what is acceptable and what isn't, but that is not the case. Communication and setting boundaries early in a relationship lays the foundation for mutual respect, understanding, and healthy growth. Thank you for watching, and if you found this information helpful or you think someone else would, like it, share it, and subscribe to our Relate Right family.
We are here to stay, guys. Read it right.